Next up, we have Tierney Neeley, a Madison resident for the past 7 years who just celebrated her 27th birthday 2 days ago. Happy birthday! She started writing her poetry as a therapy exercise, and it's turned into a hobby. Welcome, Tierney.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hello. The first two poems I'm going to perform were written by myself and edited by my lovely partner, Dee. And the first one is called Reflections of My Broken Heart. I think I caught myself again, getting lost inside my head. I cut my hair into something new, and I became someone else again. Why is it so hard to love myself? It's impossible to place. All of my faults corrupt my thoughts. My mind just can't keep pace. I got comfortable with my bad habits. They seem to slip right in, and now things are harder to handle than they've ever fucking been. Serotonin's on short supply when I fall out of routine. Nights I stay awake, and days are spent asleep. I can't stand being in my own presence. It's getting harder to leave my bed. My mirror reflects my broken heart, and then they go straight to my head. My thoughts are constantly reeling at conflict with opposite feelings. I don't know if I can keep on fighting this. Given time, my heart can start beating. I'm finally feeling less of a cynic, comfortable in my own skin. Everything's going right, no more battles left to win. And when all is said is done, there's nothing more to gain. At least I had some fun, despite all the pain. I came, I fucked, I won, I changed, but parts will still remain the same. Thank you. This one's titled Lost at Sea. I feel like a stuck ripcord on a parachute, a faulty ignition switch on a gas grill, pressed over and over to elicit some sort of response, screaming internally to do anything, but only feeling stuck. The kind of stuck you feel stranded on a life raft with no paddle, utterly lost, directionally impaired, helplessly fucked. Nothing to do but watch as the waves and see life move past as if I weren't there at all, hoping for an island, a boat, or an atoll, praying for hope and receiving nothing at all. This mattress is my vast ocean, and the blankets the waves. I stare into my stucco sky and make shapes out of the cobweb clouds. Blinded by the 60-watt sun that beats down on my pale sunburned face, I want to get up and leave this place. Laundry piles up on the trash-laden floor. Today was supposed to be your day, and today has come and gone, and you feel more inadequate than before. You see the disappointment in their eyes, the fading of their smile like a heart falling from a chest. Idle as you are, lazy you are not. It's applying momentum to motivation that's harder than you thought. It's a symptom of an illness. The diagnosis comes back as useless, a failure to engage, a loss in cabin pressure, unable, inoperable, and all-consuming. The crushing anxiety lands with the weight of a rockfall. It's knowing what needs to be done and seeing it bear down on you, but being afraid to leave the nest you've made, and wishing that the world would stop for just 1 second. Thank you. And this last one's called A Letter to Myself. They say if you love something, you let it go. But to me, letting go is moving on. And sometimes your heart can't move on from a once-in-a-lifetime love. You see traits of theirs in every new partner and ghosts of their presence in every place you've ever been. When you lose someone you love, everything about you hardens. But that love holds tight on your heart like a vice, never yielding. But if you squeeze too tight, it can shatter what was once a kind and gentle heart. You pick up the remaining pieces of yourself and start to put them back together, only to be sucked back into a whirlwind romance. But this time, the loss isn't so hard. You were waiting for it to come. The kind, soft heart that you had is now covered in scars, hard and jaded from the harsh reality that love isn't always kind, and people who say they love you aren't always being true. For a while, you expect them to leave, because who can love someone like you? Broken-hearted, missing pieces because you gave a piece of yourself to every person you love, and losing them means you lose a piece of yourself. You learn to stop giving yourself away to people who don't deserve you. One day, you'll find yourself accepting your scarred and mangled heart for what it actually is, and realize that finding acceptance in yourself is the purest and truest form of love that you will ever find. And that will attract the people who deserve the kind and soft heart that you have. You learn that you don't need to close yourself off to love, and you can give yourself away again, because you aren't broken, you're just hurt.